Welcome to another fresh sip of kosher caffeine, an espresso shot of guidance and inspiration with Rabbi Shlomo Azagwi distilled from the laws of our holy Torah. You see someone, perhaps your children, maybe even a close friend, doing something wrong. What is your obligation, if any, to keep the world on the straight and narrow? It is a biblical mitzvah and obligation to start the holiday of Yom Kippur, and for that matter, every Shabbat, earlier than when the actual day begins at sunset, by extending the holiness of the day both before and after the stars come out into the regular weekday before and afterwards. Now let's say you see some people eating after sunset on Yom Kippur when they should already be fasting. Should you let these people know that they are not allowed to be eating now? Jewish law says that when faced with this problem, and you know that people will not listen anyway, we say better they transgress unintentionally by not knowing any better than you elevating the transgression to an intentional sin by letting them know that what they are doing is forbidden. Since this is a rule that was deduced and inferred from the words of the Torah by our sages, we can act leniently. However, if you see someone transgressing a law that is clearly and unambiguously in the Torah, and you know they will not listen to you, you still have a moral obligation to rebuke them, no different than if something fell on your own foot. You have a responsibility to yourself to try and get off the object from your foot. Now, if they decide not to listen, you have removed and cleared yourself from that responsibility. You shouldn't tell them off in public more than one time, because just like it is a mitzvah to tell people off who will listen, it is a mitzvah not to tell people off who will not listen. But privately, you must continue reminding them until they really get mad. Okay, the point is, you don't tell people off every time you see them doing something bad, but there is clearly times when you have a duty, even if they will not listen, to remind them what they are doing is unacceptable. See you next time when we brew our fresh sip of kosher caffeine.